Hey everyone, here I am back on video. If I'm being honest, this is pretty awkward and uncomfortable for me to be doing this. However, I know that if you're going to consider, or somebody's going to consider working with me as a coach, you're going to want to have a little bit of an idea of who I am. And so I feel like this is the best way to do it. Also, I normally and often challenge my clients to do a little something that gets them uncomfortable and beyond their comfort zone a little bit. So I got to take a little bit of my own medicine. So here today to explain to you or tell you a few things. One, what is coaching? Two, how do you know if you're ready for coaching? And then how do you know if I would be potentially a coach that you would want to work with? I just want to talk through that real quick. Coaching, I think the easiest way to put this is say what it's not. It is not therapy. And the best definition of this that I've heard is coaching is looking forward and therapy is looking backwards. So for instance, if I work with a client and I find out, there's something that they're not wanting to do, like having a difficult conversation or something like that, and we realize that the reason for that is some type of fear around it. What we're not going to do is dig in to see why that fear is there. We're going to acknowledge it and move forward. So coaching is always looking forward and helping clients with whatever limitations, whatever blocks that they have that are helping them or keeping them from moving forward in whatever the goals they're working on. How do you know if you're ready for coaching? I'd say if there's somebody who is naturally introspective, is open to feedback, and there's a point where you know that there's something that you're working on that you need a little help to move forward with, then I think it's worth considering working with a coach. How do you know if I am a coach that you would want to work with? I will say that my typical client is a high achiever that is constantly learning and growing. And usually when I start working with somebody, they're at a point where they're at a phase of growth that starts to tend towards limiting beliefs in some way, where a client is trying to figure out how to move to that next stage of growth. And I work with the clients in both an advising and coaching way, where meaning do a lot of coaching, but where needed or where wanted, give some advice as well to help them both with mindset and skill set to get to that next level. So if any or all that sounds like you, I would encourage, or someone I would encourage you to, and I know it's awkward to reach out to, a potential person that you don't know, coach. But I'd say, like I'm doing here, being on video, lean into that awkwardness a little bit and reach out. Thanks.